What is good, Straw Hat Crew? Welcome back to another video. My apologies for not posting last night, but I would have had to record last night and post last night, and it would have been dead energy. So I thought, why not wake up this morning, record, and then post it tonight, where I got full energy. Without further ado, though, let's jump straight into it. For today, we got a video going by the title of The Worst Summer Jobs. I already have a job as of right now, but if any of y'all are looking for some jobs, apparently these are the ones not to get. So, let's get into it.
Getting a summer job sounds cool until you actually have one. You think you'll be making some easy money, maybe pick up some skills, but nah. You're just getting underpaid to suffer in the heat while strangers take their bad day out on you. Let's talk about the different types of summer jobs in no particular order. They all suck in their own special way. Starting things off, we have fast food. Fast food sounds like the default summer job. You're home from school.
Tell you what, working the job in the summer is horrible. Everybody's home, so it's a lot more people coming.
Doc, what do you mean by that?
Right? Pause. But it's a lot more people coming through, you know what I'm saying, getting food. So it's a lot busier. And when I tell you that shit drains on you, like when you have to go into that day after day after day mentally, that shit gets exhausting. But, you know what I'm saying, for the little cheese you get, for the little cheese you get, you gotta do it.
You need money, and hey, how bad could it be, right? Turns out, very. First off, the kitchen is basically a sauna with deep fryers. It's 100 degrees outside, but somehow 120 behind the counter. You're sweating through your uniform before you even clock in. You try to zone out, but the headset's crackling, the fryer's spitting, and you're juggling 6 orders while someone's screaming that their Diet Coke has ice in it. You clock out covered in grease, exhausted, and too tired to enjoy the money that you made. And the worst part, you do it all again tomorrow, because you thought that this would be easy. Even your days off, the smell doesn't leave. Your shoes are permanently crusty, your shirts have invisible grease stains, and you developed a trauma to the word manager. The worst part is no one respects you for it.
No, you know what you develop a trauma for? If anybody that works fast food knows this. When you hear like that beep, 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 or like that, whatever your noise is for like whatever your orders go off, that shit haunts you in your dreams. It haunts you in your dreams, I'm telling you. It comes into your dreams. Pause, but it does.
People act like fast food workers are just lazy or dumb, but they wouldn't last 15 minutes behind the counter before crying. You're out here doing mental math, multitasking like crazy, and dodging oil splashes like it's a combat sport. And sure, you're making money, but by the time you Uber to work, grab a snack after your shift, and replace your third ruined shirt, you're basically breaking even. So yeah, fast food in the summer, it builds character, but it mostly just builds rage. Listen, it's summer, you've got time, you've got your phone, so why not make some money? Free cash is the easiest $1. So up to free your final into a shift. It's 100 degrees out and you haven't blinked in 45 minutes. You're posted up in a plastic chair that feels like it was forged in hell, slowly cooking like a rotisserie chicken. Kids are dive bombing into the shallow end like it's a war zone. You blow the whistle, shout no running again, and they look at you like you're the problem. Every kid thinks they're invincible. Every parent thinks you're the reason their child swallowed pool water. And when something does actually happen, a nosebleed, a bee sting, or some kid panicking,
I just never wanted to be a lifeguard because I never wanted to have someone else's.
Is this nigga serious?
My bad, chat. But like what I was saying, I just don't want to feel like someone's life is in my line. Someone's life is in my hands. You know what I'm saying? 24/7. Like I gotta watch out for all these people. That's a lot of responsibility that I just didn't want to have.
In 3 feet of water, suddenly it's all eyes on you, like you're about to perform CPR and win an Olympic medal for heroism. But most of the time, you're just sitting there, baking, getting dehydrated, zoning out, and praying a cloud shows up so you can stop hallucinating for 30 seconds. Oh, and let's not forget the reapplying sunscreen every 2 hours like your life depends on it, because it does. You signed up to guard lives, not to lose your skin to UV rays in the process. And what do you get for all that pressure? $13 an hour and a free popsicle if you're lucky. Meanwhile, you're risking sun poisoning conditioning and early onset back problems from sitting in the same stiff position all day. You reapply sunscreen every 90 minutes. You can't bring headphones. You can't zone out. You can't blink for too long without feeling like you're about to miss a disaster. It's not a job. It is a human scarecrow position with slightly more liability. Next up, we have the golf caddy. You carry the bags for dudes who treat golfing like it's a personality trait.
I've never even heard of this job. Nigga, wait. You can carry the bags for people when they golf, and like that's like a job? Like that's just what people do? Tough. I mean, if you can get paid for that, tough.
They show up in polos that cost more than your entire outfit and immediately start trauma dumping their divorce mid-swing. You ask, what club do you want? And they answer with, let me tell you about the time I almost went pro. Cool, man, can we not do this on hole 3? They ask where you go to school, then pretend to know your major better than you do. They give you life advice you didn't ask for. Don't take life too seriously. You gotta invest early. You remind me of me when I was your age. Bro, you've been rich since birth. I'm out here sweating through my socks, carrying your clubs like a peasant in a Renaissance fair. You nod like their back in my day stories matter, all while pretending you know what a pitching wedge is. You're trying to act professional, but you're one sunburn away from quitting mid-round, and the pay barely worth it unless you get lucky with tips. And even then, it's like pulling teeth. You just hauled 50 pounds across 18 holes in a 90-degree weather, and they hit you with a crumpled 5 and a handshake. It's not a summer job, it's unpaid emotional labor with bonus back pain. But here's the thing, if you're in a rich area, this job low-key prints. Some of these guys drop tips like they're allergic to singles. You just walked around, made small talk, and now you're holding $100 in cash and a Gatorade. Sure, your back hurts and your pride's gone, but you just made in 4 hours what some people make in a week flipping burgers. It's still a grind, it's still awkward, but if the zip code's bougie enough, caddying might actually be the best summer job on this list. Just prepare for mild heat stroke, upper class small talk, and hearing the phrase, you've got potential, way too many times. Next up, we have being a day camp counselor. They call it a leadership opportunity.
That just sounds like hell. I got a couple little siblings as it is. They just be running around doing whatever they want to do. I couldn't imagine like just a bunch of kids running around just doing whatever they want to do, boy. That sounds like hell. Sounds like a lot to deal with.
Sounds fancy, sure. Like you're guiding the next generation or something. In reality, you're in charge of 30 chaotic kids whose only goal is to make you quit. It's day camp, so you show up early thinking, cool, I get to go home at night. Yeah, after 9 hours of absolute madness, by 10 a.m., someone's crying, someone's bleeding, and someone's got gum stuck in their hair. You are constantly out in the sun, no shade, no break, and no patience. At least the lifeguard gets to sit still. You're constantly moving. The arts and crafts table is a war zone. You got glitter everywhere, glue on your shorts, markers in someone's mouth. You turn your back for 2 seconds and a kid's trying to cut grass with safety scissors. You spend most of your time saying things like, get it off the table, don't put that in your mouth, where are your shoes? And no one ever has an answer. Lunch is a joke. The pay is barely above minimum wage if you're lucky. Oftentimes it's below minimum wage.
Nah, for this type of job right here, you gonna have to hit me with a 20-piece McNugget at least a 20-piece McNugget per hour. I need it at least.
Because a lot of these camps don't even pay you hourly. They give you a flat rate for the whole summer. So you're getting like $1,200 for 8 weeks of nonstop chaos, and they'll try to spin it like, well, you get free lunch. Cool, I'm still getting paid $4 an hour to eat a soggy turkey sandwich while preventing a game of tag from turning into a full-blown fight. You're refereeing dodgeball death matches, getting screamed at by 9-year-olds who think Uno is a contact sport, and some parent still has the audacity to complain because their kid came home with dirt on their shorts. Like, sorry, this isn't a spa, it's a summer camp, there's grass. Next up, we got the retail shift that never ends. Retail in the summer is just folding clothes that people immediately unfold.
I heard retail was smooth. I heard retail was like one of the smoothest jobs. Let me know if I'm wrong though. I mean, let me know if I'm mistaken. But I heard retail is smooth.
You spend 20 minutes perfectly stacking shirts, and then some teenager walks in, pulls one from the bottom, and leaves the whole pile looking like a garage sale. Someone's always asking for a discount on something that's already 90% off. This was cheaper last week. Yeah, and gas used to be $2. Times change. You're also expected to push loyalty programs like your rent depends on it. Would you like to sign up today? No one ever does. But if you stop asking, your manager acts like you committed retail treason. The fitting...
I hate when stores ask me that. I understand it's their job. I understand that. But it's like, no, I don't, because I don't frequent here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't come back to stores like that. If most of the time I'll go to a store and get something, and then I'll order something online if I need something. It's not like I just go back to that store over and over. So I don't really need the reward points. But you know what I'm saying? I understand, but that shit be pissing me off.
Room is a disaster zone. Clothes inside out, hangers on the floor, tags missing, and for some reason, always someone leaves behind one single sock. And it's not even from your store. You find iced coffee cups in the jeans, chewed gum stuck to the mannequins. The AC never works, the music plays on loop, and by hour 6 of your shift, you've memorized the entire store playlist, and you've started questioning your own existence somewhere between Dua Lipa and Imagine Dragons. Next up, we have the grocery store simulation. This is just retail, but with more old people asking why bread isn't 50 cents anymore, and acting like you personally caused inflation. You're stuck bagging groceries for people who treat you like you're invisible, until you accidentally put canned beans on top of their eggs, and suddenly you're public enemy number 1. Every conversation is either way too personal or painfully awkward. Someone's telling you about their hip surgery while you're scanning cucumbers. Another person's staring at you in silence while they're
You're gonna die! You're about to die! You're gonna die!
hard declines and
I just feel like that's all old people, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, old people, when they get to yapping, bro, they start yapping about everything. Like, they'll start yapping about their, you know what I'm saying, when they were younger. They'll start yapping about, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the things they did. They just start yapping, bro. I think they just enjoy talking.
pretends it's your fault. And the self-checkout machine, oh, that thing hates you. It freezes, it glitches, it calls for assistance needed every 2 items. Then customers get mad like you programmed it. You're over there scanning coupons like a speedrunner while trying not to snap in front of a 9-year-old buying Takis. And let's not forget the summer rush. People buying for cookouts, parties, family reunions. It never ends.
Yo, Speed's gonna die. Shut the fuck up.
Cookouts, parties, family reunions, it never ends. You're lifting 12 packs of soda while sweating through your polo and then just praying someone brings you a cold Gatorade out of pity. It's a grocery store, but at the end of your shift, it feels like a psychological experiment. Good luck on all your summer jobs, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed...
Hey, man. I hope y'all find a great summer job, you know what I'm saying? Something that doesn't overwork y'all's asses, but you know what I'm saying, gives y'all some good bread. But, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.
She call me loader, bitch, I roll out with my shooters. She wanna fuck me in a Plymouth Barracuda.